TNT is a Norwegian heavy metal band from Trondheim, formed in 1982. The band has released 12 studio albums, 3 EPs and 2 live albums while going through numerous lineup changes since its formation. Guitarist Ronni Le Tekrø is the only consistent member of TNT. History 1980s TNT was formed in the Norwegian city Trondheim in 1982, by vocalist and rhythm guitarist Dag Ingebrigtsen, guitarist Ronni Le Tekrø, bassist Steinar Akam and drummer Diesel Dahl. Securing a national record contract with Polygram subsidiary Vertigo Norway, they released their self-titled debut album the same year, their only album that features Norwegian lyrics, and got a hit with the single Harley Davidson. In August 1983 Morty Black replaced Steinar Akam on bass, and the following year American vocalist Tony Harnell became TNT's new frontman, making his debut on their album Knights of the New Thunder. His unique and powerful 4-octave range was the final element the band needed to break out of Norway and into the world market. The album was a huge success in Scandinavia and the band then was offered a worldwide deal with Mercury Polygram Worldwide out of New York. Knights was then released in the US in 1984 and the video for 7 Seas got heavy rotation on MTV and the album entered the Billboard charts. That lineup recorded one more album, Tell No Tales, in 1987, before Diesel Dahl parted company from TNT the following year after some turbulent times within the band. Tell No Tales produced TNT's biggest hit, the single 10,000 Lovers. Tell No Tales marked a slight change in sound from melodic Euro metal to a more palatable hard rock style, with Le Tekrø and Harnell gaining a reputation as a talented duo. The album was the best-selling release in Norway and Sweden that year. Tell No Tales also saw the band establishing a mainstream following in Japan and the US. Promotional videos for Everyone's a Star and 10,000 Lovers were featured on both European and American MTV. They were also featured on Headbangers Ball. The band supported Stryper on a sold-out arena tour in the US followed by a tour with Twisted Sister and Great White as well as headlining shows in large clubs in the US. Kenneth Thedéen became TNT's new drummer and played on TNT's 4th studio album, Intuition, in 1989. This release marked a more AOR-oriented sound, still maintaining a little of the hard rock edge of the previous album. Intuition was another huge success in Scandinavia and Japan. It was also the band's best-received American release and saw the band embarking on their first headlining tour of the US, which broke attendance records across the country in small theaters and large clubs, thanks to the prominent display of the video for the title track on MTV. 1990s After completing the touring to support Intuition, Thedéen left the band and was replaced by John McAlliso. The band negotiated a new record contract with Atlantic Records, and released the studio album Realized Fantasies and the live recording 3 Nights in Tokyo, both in 1992. However, Atlantic did a poor job of promoting the album in the States and also the rest of the world. The same year they decided to take a break, choosing to focus on various solo projects. In 1996 the compilation Till Next Time The Best of TNT was released, and Harnell, Le Tekrø and Black reformed TNT with session drummer Frode Lama Y. That lineup recorded 2 albums, Firefly in 1997 and Transistor in 1999. 2000s Diesel Dahl returned to TNT in 2000, and the band started working on new material. Their 8th studio album, My Religion, was released in 2004. Months after the album release, Morty Black decided to leave the band due to personal and professional differences, and Sid Ringsby took his place for the following concerts and the album All the Way to the Sun, which was released in the fall of 2005. A single, Sometimes, was released on July 25 in Norway. At the end of the year Victor Bors became TNT's new permanent bassist. Tony Harnell left the band in April 2006 for both personal and professional reasons, although his final show was on June 30, when TNT played the Polar Rock Festival in Stestenes, Norway. He was replaced by British hard rock singer Tony Mills. Despite leaving the band, Hanel collaborated with iMagic Films and producer Darren Paultrowitz on a live DVD featuring his performance with the band in Madrid, Spain from April 1, 2006. The Live in Madrid CD plus DVD package was released in Japan in August 2006 and elsewhere in the world in September. In 2007 TNT released their 10th studio album, The New Territory, to mixed reviews and controversy amongst the fans. Their 11th studio album, Atlantis, was released on September 22, 2008 in both Norway and Japan. The album was influenced by the Beatles and Queen, and was mixed by Tommy Hansen, who also worked on My Religion and All the Way to the Sun. On December 12, 2008, the original TNT lineup, consisting of Dag Ingebrigtsen, Ronni Le Tekrø, Steinar Akam and Diesel Dahl, did a one-off reunion during a concert that was done to celebrate Ingebrigtsen's 50th birthday. 2010's TNT's 12th studio album, A Farewell to Arms, was released in Japan on December 15, 2010. Diesel Dahl has said that the album is an attempt to recapture the old TNT sound. Bernhard Svensson, who provided keyboards and backing vocals on Knights of the New Thunder and Tell No Tales, worked on the album as well. The album was mixed by Tommy Hansen, and has been described by him as Def Leppard on speed. It was released in Europe in January 2011. The album has been retitled as Engine for the Scandinavian and American release. In Norway the album was released as an exclusive joint publishing deal between the Norwegian chain of convenience stores and TNT on December 27. In an interview on the Norwegian radio show Stjerneklart in January 2011, Ronni Le Tekrø stated that it might be TNT's last album. "I can promise that it will be the very last TNT album," he said. "It might not be fully decided, but we might feel that this album is an honorable end to albums being released from the band. TNT will not split up, but I can't see that we're going to make a new studio album for many years." On April 27, 2011 keyboardist Dag Stock, who had toured with TNT since April 1987 and appeared on every album from Realized Fantasies to A Farewell to Arms, died of cancer. He was replaced by Roger Gilton. TNT's concert at Sala Heineken in Madrid on September 17, 2011 was filmed for a future DVD release. TNT celebrated its 30th anniversary by playing one concert at the Clarion Hotel in Trondheim on June 2, 2012, where they performed with the Trondheim Symphony Orchestra as well as both former vocalists, Dag Ingebrigtsen and Tony Hanel, and one concert at Rockefeller Music Hall in Oslo on November 17, 2012. Where they performed with Ingebrigtsen and original bassist Steinar Akam. The Trondheim concert will be released on DVD in the fall of 2013. Victor Borge left TNT in December 2012 to pursue another project. In March 2013 TNT announced that bassist Sid Ringsby was back in the band. In August 2013 Tony Mills announced that he had decided to leave TNT to pursue solo projects, stating, "For most of this year we have barely played live and have not written or recorded anything new. To me that's not how it's supposed to be when you're in a band." In a personal statement published on his official website, Mills stated, "There are other contracts I need to fulfill and a different focus I have to maintain in the coming years. I wish Ronnie and his team all the best for their future, however it may shape itself. I shall be fulfilling all the previous engagements booked by the band and expected by the public, with great pleasure." At the same time, Tony Hanel confirmed that he had had discussions with Ronni Le Tekrø and Diesel Dahl about a reunion. "It's true that the three of us have talked about it, but there are still details that remain to be discussed before I will make any commitments." When asked whether this would only be a one-off reunion, Hanel answered, "I've considered doing a show or two, but those are very imminent and have already been booked with Tony Mills as the vocalist. I've decided that it's best if he carries out as planned, and then the band and I can sit down and discuss if we're going to do anything in the future, with enough time to do it right." On October 17, 2013 Hanel confirmed that he had rejoined TNT, stating, "I'm very proud of all we accomplished over the years and proud to have written and recorded all those great songs with my brother from another mother, Ronni Le Tekrø. Sometimes it's just time to give the fans what they're asking for." Shortly after Hanel's return, Longtime bassist Victor Borge also rejoined the band after a year's absence. The band announced several dates in Norway, Sweden, Finland, Germany and Japan from January through to August 2014, and these shows would be the first with Hunnell since 2006. In January 2015, Tony Hunnell announced that he had left TNT again. Band members =timeline Discography. References. External links: TNT, the official site; Ronni Le Tekrø official site; Tony Hunnell official site.